goalkeepers tend to do. And that ball was played through to him, but here's Maradona again. He has Burchaga to his left and Valdano to his left. He won't need any of them. Oh, you have to say that's magnificent. There is no debate about that goal. That was just...
And we're back, and this is the eve of Game Week 10. Dari and Dari, FPL Island Guys podcast, and this episode, we normally do this one where we have our picks. We have our captaincy picks, under the radar picks, bold predictions. So what you want to start off talking about first?
Couple of things were on my mind. Number one, West Brom have a good run of fixtures coming
West Brom.
Yeah, but do we trust ourselves to put West Brom players in our team? The other thing was on my mind, we discussed it previously, but so I wouldn't go into depth, but Man City have a good run of fixtures coming up. They've been kind of poor lately. Is it time to bring the Man City players in? Is it form of our fixtures? So those are the two. Any thoughts on the West Brom?
In the West Brom, I feel like it's so much... Some people were often erases early in this FPL in terms of the overall statistics. So I feel like you can't... That's such a big hedge right now, right? I think you could take some players, own some players with low percentages, like the Richardsons and some people like that. But to go all the way to Pereira and those guys who haven't been proven to put the ball in the back of the net. You know what I saw? I saw in that last game that they look like a good championship team. Like they have knocks. Yeah, I could see them performing well in championship and coming back up. But in the big leagues, I just don't see the quality, the 3-4 players you need. What are your thoughts on some of the players that they have?
I like Pereira in a couple of games I saw him. He takes a lot of long-range shots. It's just thinking to myself, would bringing in a West Brom player, allow me to have a bigger budget elsewhere and stuff? But I don't think I could convince myself yet to bring them in, but the fixtures are looking wonderful. I don't know if some guys out there think they can take a chance on our gamble on a West Brom player.
Captain a West Brom player.
Oh no, that's going too far. But we could probably take a gamble and see, would we put one of them on our team? Because it would be a great differential if someone like Pereira or Grant, the striker they brought in, could
one goal.
Yeah, but the fixtures turning for them now.
All right.
So it's just something on my mind.
We could ride that and see how the West Brom train goes. And I guess similarly for that too will be the Man City train. We spoke a little bit about that on the last episode. What are your thoughts on maybe a Sterling, coming up against a Burnley? What are your thoughts on this game week?
I need to look at the ownership of the Man City players. I don't know if you have them in front of you.
Yeah,
but,
I have.
I'll be a little afraid to go into this good run of fixtures without someone like KDB if he's like over 40% owned and stuff. Because that could see a lot of red arrows if he hits.
Yeah.
So I am definitely contemplating Man City players. I would have liked them in from this week, but my transfer for this week is going to be Jimenez to Vardy.
Right.
Because I believe Vardy is a bigger priority for me this week. I think Vardy home to Fulham should be goals, should be an easy captain for you guys out there. So, but no Man City players are in my team. I haven't had any all season, so that is something that I'm also considering. Should I get KDB in next week? Maybe get rid of Son? Should I go for a cheaper option like Ferran Torres because he's been doing well? Should I get a City defender because we can actually probably trust their defenders a little more this season with Ruben Diaz in? So those are the things running through my mind right now, but it will have to wait for next week. Maybe I might wild card because who knows? I still have the wild card.
Right, you still have your wild card. Yep. Yes. KDB is owned by 17%, Sterling by about 4%. As you say, Ferran Torres, he's under 7. He costs under 7 million, but he's 1.3%. So, yeah, they're hitting a differential, but I feel like we have to see like a 4-goal game from City first before, we make that move, because you're making a move for a player who giving him maybe, let's just say maybe 1 goal on a rotation of like 8 attackers. They have a rotation of about 8 attackers, of 8 people who could get at one goal. And it's just like, as compared to Spurs, where out of their rotation, 2, 3 players getting at one goal.
So do you think it's safe to go without a City asset with all
Of course,
those
of course,
great
of course.
fixtures?
I think all the guys who are in the lead right now, FPL wise, don't have City assets. So I feel like once they don't have it, I mean, you could gamble until it's us to catch up right now. So I feel okay with it.
But even in the past, where, because you mentioned they might have 8 different guys who can rotate in and out. Even in the past, people have still pick City players, even though there was a risk of rotation,
Right.
because they used to score so many goals. But this season, the goals have been low. But if it's ever going to change, I think now would be the time.
Yeah, I saw a press conference with Pep today on Sky Sports, and he was just talking about, he had to figure out the goal problem. So, I mean, I love seeing Pep's tactics, and I would love to see if he changes his tactics to suit, what these teams are presenting defensively. So I think it's up to us to wait. I think if you pick a City asset, you're gambling, or you're playing out a hat,
So you saying KDB would be a gamble right now?
Yeah, KDB for that price at 10. I mean, you're guaranteed. Like I said last week, when you told me about Bruno, I was like, you're guaranteed a return. With KDB, it's right now against Burnley with their whole back line intact right now. I don't see them scoring 3 goals, and to bring in a player.
A lot of us right now are like me, where I have Son in my team and Spurs have some pretty difficult fixtures. I understand Son scored in a difficult fixture this week against Man City, but going to the next 4 or 5 games, City has way better fixtures than Spurs. So you don't think going from Son to KDB or something like that is worth it?
I think it's worth it when we see a change. Because apart from that, we just speculating that Pep, we just speculating. I feel like we have to wait to see a change or something happen in their system. Maybe they go with 2. At least they go with 2. They might go 2 strikers this week because Aguero's fit. Jesus is there. They might go with 2 strikers to change it up.
That's another reason they might score more goals, because they have Aguero on the team now who we know.
But if they change it up, I feel like then it opens the FPL gates.
Yeah, but the thing is, don't you want to get ahead of people, like
right.
First to have those guys?
We have to sit in a Man City practice session to see what's going on behind the closed doors. Because if you're coming back with 1 striker and Gabriel Jesus who can't finish, I think you'll be getting the same result. So,
all right. For me, as I said repeatedly, I don't have City players, but I'm looking at Burnley, Fulham, West Brom in the next 3 of the next 4. That's some pretty good fixtures.
And I see all those fixtures, those defenses packing 6 in the back.
All right. So we can.
So with City comes here. Apart from their reputation of scoring goals, it also 4 years later, it's gonna be a situation where teams are just gonna say, all right, we know what's coming. So as Jose said, you could have the ball. I just want a point.
So right. I'm not gonna bang on this. This is we discussed it already. So then tell me then, if we shouldn't have Man City guys, who should we have this week? Let's start with your must-have picks.
My must-have pick. So I feel like he's in your team from jump. Like you had him from the start. Justin, is he still in your team?
Yes, he is. I've had him from the start.
Yeah, Justin
from the start. So why? Let's hear.
Yeah, Justin's been getting up in the attack, and I feel like this game against Fulham will be a good one. Fulham is very vulnerable on the wings, and he gets up to the attack. He gets himself into the box. I could see him drawing a penalty or scoring a goal this week. So I think Justin is a guy as a must-have, and I could see Leicester. I put on a prediction 3-0 Leicester for this game, and Justin could be in the assist column, or he could be getting a clean sheet, or he could even score. So Justin is my must-have.
All right, and we must mention Leicester have the Monday game, which is great because they have the Europa League on Tuesday,
and they have a nice rest.
They have time to recover. So that's kind of why I'm not too worried about Vardy as well. My must-have defender this week. So we just spoke in depth about Man City, and my first pick is a Man City player, but surprisingly, it's not at the top of the purchase at the back. I'm going to go with Ruben Diaz because he's 5.5 is cheaper than Walker, cheaper than Laporte. And I saw for Portugal, I saw some games in the break. I think there was a game he scored 2 headers.
Yeah.
So I think this guy could eventually be a threat from set pieces for Man City, especially with KDB delivering the ball. So I'll say Ruben Diaz. He also solidified the defense. Makes me think City could get a little more clean sheets as well. And they have a pretty great run of games coming up. So that's it.
I agree with that. I agree that Burnley will find it a little difficult to score. I mean, I think it should be a one in the back for Man City. So they wouldn't have that many shots to concede. So at least a closely guarantee with the clean sheet. But moving up the line now in midfield.
All right, I'll go to the midfield.
Yeah.
So I had no Man City players all season. I know
you have all the Man City.
Yeah, no. This is not a Man City pick, but I have no Everton players all season either. I've had none. I've not had Calvert-Lewin, Digne.
How do you feel about
nobody. Well, I think having Calvert-Lewin would have had my rank higher. So, but I'm gonna go with James in the midfield this week. Everton, no Europa League, no Champions League, obviously. Now that Richarlison is back, I think they should get back on a good run because they started really well when they had all the starters. And now, 1 or 2 guys have been away, injuries, whatever. Now, the boys are back in town. I think they can get back in a groove. And I would expect Hammers to do well this game. They have a great fixture. Home to Leeds. Should be an open contest. Leeds is not going to come out and play defensively. So they should have chances. And I'm going to support Hammers.
Nice. I know for some people and some Hammers owners and Madrid faithfuls in their heart, they were like disappointed the last few weeks. But like I said before, Everton is a team that will need their full strength team. I mean, I don't think Seamus Coleman might be in, but that's all right. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll get back into the attack. And this is another game where they could score 3 goals. So 3 goals or more. So definitely I enjoy that pick.
They're gonna also, I mean, we just do the picks, but just to sidetrack from the picks, they could also give up some goals to Leeds. I just want to throw in there, like I saw a tactical analysis recently, which I thought was brilliant. I can't remember why I saw it, but they were showing that in the past few games where Everton's form has turned for the worse, teams are targeting Hammers' side of the field to attack. Because they show that, because he plays on the right wing, but he cuts in a lot on the left foot and sprays the ball to the other side of the field. And they show that this is where, when he comes in, he leaves the right back a little unprotected and guys double up on the right back, come down his side. So this is also another game where we could look, guys out there listening, also look out for our guy, the poor man's Mahrez, who comes down that
Mahrez, Jack Harrison. So this is a gem. This is a gem coming in here from Dari.
Yeah. No, I think you could look at guys. I believe it's Dallas comes down the left for Leeds. Who comes down the left? And it's not Ealing. It's Dallas.
Ealing. I mean, depends on it.
I think Ealing comes down the right.
Ealing's on the left.
Ealing's on the left. Okay, so you could look at Harrison, Ealing. These guys doubling up on the right back because I saw it was a great. I'm sorry, I can't remember why I saw it, but they detail it was like the past 3 or 4 games where teams targeted Hammers' side to come down, and you should also look at it. So go ahead.
Yeah, my own is going to be short. It's going to be Mo Salah off of a nice rest, coming back off of the COVID.
That's what you call it, a rest? You call Corona a rest?
A nice rest.
Wow.
A nice international rest for the
ladies
African,
and gentlemen, Darius is coming
king.
to you from your favorite red state.
I know, right? Yeah, nice rest. So all talk done. Away game, Brighton in the South Coast. Lamptey is out on that right-hand side. Who's going to keep up with that pace of Mo Salah? I don't know, but Mo Salah is my pick. And I think,
first of all, Salah doesn't go down Lamptey's side. Salah's going to go down Solly March's side. Mane is going to go down.
True.
Mane is going to go down Lamptey's side.
Oh, yeah, I forget Lamptey's on the right side.
Yeah.
Right. So, take it back. I take it back.
But,
I take it back. But
I think that's interesting. The fact that he said he had a rest. Okay. But I can't really go too heavily against Salah. I mean, it's just jokes.
Salah.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're well, Salah. I'm glad you're well.
He's focused on scoring goals, so I
we
support
leave
that.
Salah as it is. You know how it goes with Salah.
So up top,
of course. But he blanked for me last week, but I have faith in him again. Jamie Vardy. I think against that Fulham team, he shambles.
You stole my pick.
I don't think it have much. I don't think I have much to add. So yes, you can't go wrong with Jamie Vardy. Any thoughts on the Vardy pick? Apart from me stealing your pick, apparently.
I said earlier, Vardy is my transfer this week. The transfer is Jimenez to Vardy.
So I said I had Vardy in my team.
Yeah, I'm full in support. He's going to be my captain this week. Sorry
you think he'll be the most capped? You think he'll be the most capped this week?
Possibly KDB could give him competition.
But if KDB have 17%, if KDB let's say 17% ownership, right? That means I think people would have to bring in Vardy. Let me see how much ownership.
Yeah,
Vardy has 25% ownership.
While you're doing that, I think people might take the chance on Bruno as well, just because he scored last week and then he had a big game in the Champions League. So Bruno is someone people would consider as well.
Salah.
I don't think people are gonna run back in there just yet. To
captain.
We have better options this week in terms of the Everton players, City players, Bruno, Vardy.
All right. So making readjustments to my captaincy pick, what are your moves?
Well, my moves in terms of captain.
Who's your forward pick?
My must-have pick for the forward line. I'm going to change my midfield pick actually. Because Vardy was going to be my striker pick, so now I'm going to change my midfield pick to KDB.
Must have KDB and
because I want to put the striker as Calvert-Lewin. I don't want to have everybody from the same team.
Right.
So I'm going to go with Calvert-Lewin up top. Again, as a guy I haven't had on my team for the season, I'm regret every week. Every week I'm watching the Everton games like this. I'm like this because I'm scared that Calvert-Lewin is gonna hurt me. He did it this past week with 2 goals.
Good,
and he has a great fixture against Leeds because he's gonna get chances. I'm also not convinced by the Leeds defender. Koch. I don't know how to pronounce it. Koch.
Midfielder or the one in the back?
Defender.
Yeah, the young kind of yeah. He's shaky.
Shaky is an understatement.
After take it back, sorry, it's Alioski, number 10, who was playing the left back position.
Yes. Right. So but I'm a little scared about that defender at Leeds there, and I think if Calvert-Lewin gets the right chances, he's gonna.
Once he put the ball in the air there with that back line, I think
I'm gonna make a bet with you right now that when we watch that game, we'll see Calvert-Lewin just standing up on that defender. He's gonna watch a video and he's gonna pick who am I gonna play off today.
Right.
And I think he's gonna really so. I'm gonna pick Calvert-Lewin as the must-have striker. I don't have him in my team and I'm really worried about it.
Yeah.
So and just as such, I'm gonna put KDB as the must-have midfielder this week. Everybody.
All right. Noted.
Yeah.
All right. And under the radar pick, somebody owned by 5% or less, somebody who, if people are listening to this and they want to make a transfer pick and maybe be a differential, who's that player for you this week?
It's going to be Pablo Fornals from West Ham.
Okay.
Decent player. I saw him in Spain. He's playing at the front position now in the Premier League.
He made Spain team?
I don't think so, I think I used to see him on the under-21s.
Okay.
But the different position, he was more of a number 10 I used to see. Now he's playing off of the left. But he's a pretty decent player. David Moyes likes him. I think he has 2 goals, 4 assists so far in the season, which is pretty good for such a little
You have a banger.
Player,
you have a banger goal for the season.
Yeah. So Fornals is a good one. They have Villa, who just lost to Brighton. And West Ham are 2-1. They could do things. West Ham have actually been pretty consistent this season. And they're looking good with they have a solid midfield with Souček and Rice, which gives it allows Fornals and Bowen and these guys up top a little freedom because they know they have that solidity behind them. So I would say Fornals is a pretty good under the radar pick. You guys,
he has
price is
48
good.
points already for the season, and he's owned by 2%.
Yeah,
So that's 48 points is pretty high on the
at that price.
Yeah, he is 6.5. And he has 48 points, and just to give you a reference of 48 points, people, he has more points than James, James Ward-Prowse, Rashford, yeah, Jota, Aubameyang, Sterling.
Wow. Everybody has more points than Aubameyang. Come on, stop it.
All right. So my under the radar pick is a guy I'm big on, and if I could work him into my team in this new wave of playing, with Richarlison, owned by 4.2%, he is going to be straight fire. If I could captain him this week, I'll captain him, because games where it's a lot of open play and a lot of counter-attack balls back, I think this is the game for him. This is not my bold prediction, but I could see him hitting 1-2 goals or at least 2 returns with assists or stuff. So Richarlison is definitely my player for this game.
Let me ask you a question, right? And I support this pick, by the way, but I want to ask a question just to play like devil's advocate, because we seem tonight to be very strong on Everton this game week, obviously.
Right.
We mentioned Calvert-Lewin, James, Richarlison. What are we indirectly saying about Leeds for the fact that we?
No, it's a good thought. I think with Leeds, I think they come out well. Well, one for me, they come out well against the structured teams like the Liverpools, the Man Cities. They come with a game plan, but Everton is a team that they play more just counter-attack, free ball. So I could see this game not being a chess match and more of a, breakaways, mistakes, free ball. So like it might finish even 1-0, but it's a game that's gonna have a lot of chances and shots. What you see with the Leeds team and in this matchup?
I don't know, because right now I'm feeling like I will be in bed tonight, up looking at the ceiling, wondering like, are we underestimating Leeds? Like, were we so strong on Everton this week? That's probably gonna have me up in bed tonight. Like, why were we so strong on Everton? So Leeds, I mean,
they conceded 4 against Crystal Palace, right? Leeds.
Yeah, but
4 against Leicester. 4. Right? Consider 4. They're so unpredictable.
They dominated Arsenal. They did
dominate
have the red
Arsenal.
card for Pepe. They did have the red card, but they before the red card they were dominating them. So
yeah, but
I'm just wondering, like, what are we saying about Leeds right now?
No. I feel like on their day they're good. They conceded. So they conceded 4. They had a game of 3, and then they had clean sheets. So it's a team where I just see just a lot of open play. Like even a guy like Bamford will be great to have in this game. Patrick Bamford will be a great guy to have in the team, because this is a game with a lot of chances. You're going to have 15, 16 chances, in this game. That's what I could see.
All right.
So,
bold
prediction?
You go first.
My bold prediction for this game week, where did I have it? On which game did I have it? Right. My bold prediction for this game week is the Leeds Everton game, sticking on there, will have 5 or more goals.
Oh man, you do it every week. You do it every
5
week.
or more goals in this Leeds Everton game.
Oh boy, you do it every week. You are the king of the bold predictions. That's all I gotta say.
Last week I hit you with the Spurs. We hit on the Spurs again. I said Spurs are going to win, not tie, with Man City win. This week, that Everton Leeds game is going to have 5 or more goals, and you will want to be in the mix. I am not in the mix currently.
You are the king of bold predictions. I give you your props. My bold prediction is going to be way less bold than that.
All right, I'll take it.
But
I'll take it.
I believe the Southampton Man United game is going to be a draw.
Okay. You went
Yeah,
conservative there?
because
Why?
yeah, I think because United looked well in the Champions League. After Solskjaer has results where he's gonna lose 2 games, people call for his neck, and then he's gonna win a big game, and then
Well, that
it's
big game
also
was
gonna be
what the big game was against is in Champions League, right?
no, but I'm saying there's also gonna be the opposite effect sometimes where
Okay.
he has some good wins, and then the next result is like a big letdown. You know, I don't want to go as far as saying Southampton are gonna win,
Oof.
which would be probably
That's a
super
bold.
bold.
Well,
Yeah.
I actually
That's
want to poke you a little bit
but
more. Is it going to be a high scoring tie or a low scoring tie? Like a
I'm gonna say
0-0-1-1?
I'm
Or
gonna
like,
say a low scoring 0-0-1-1.
all right, that's it.
Al-
That's all I want.
also, Rasta don't have men poking them, so please don't poke me. But yeah, but yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a low scoring game because I'm sure people are excited after that Champions League performance against Istanbul. I'm not gonna try to say the last name, but uh, I just feel that Southampton, they have time to prepare. Hassan Hutel, we realizing now, is such a good coach coming out of that German school with Klopp and Nagelsmann and Tuchel and these guys. Hassan Hutel, his name has to be up there with those guys. He's probably gonna get a big job after Southampton. He's a well prepared manager. I didn't know much about him, but we can see now that because Southampton is a team definitely, the old term where you say people living beyond their means or something. I don't know the right reference, but he's getting more out of that squad than you would think. When you watch those names on paper, I mean, other than Danny Ings, maybe who we really gonna say, oh, Southampton have a good lineup. I doubt you ever watch your team sheet on a Saturday morning and be like, oh, this Southampton team is really good.
Right.
I know I don't do that, and he consistently getting good results out of these guys. I mean, they have Oriol Romeu, they have Walker Peters. These are players other teams threw to the side, and this guy's getting good results with those players. So
and the good part about it, you're right. You have a good point because I never looked at it. I mean, I like watching. It's weird. I like watching mid-table teams and bottom-table teams. I love watching those kind of games, because that's where I found like early on. I saw like the Virgin van Dijks and players like that, Mane. Right, I love seeing those players come up. So for me, like I have my eye on Vestergaard a long time now, and seeing players like him. And Tina, he's in the top on defenders, 2 goals already for this season, 4 clean sheets. I think they're playing well defensively. And as you said, I think he's bringing on the best of guys like Nathan Redmond and Romeo and, James Ward-Prowse and those guys. And Che Adams, I feel like at some point, if Danny Ings come back, he's dangerous,
We got to give Hassan Hutel his props.
He's doing the best out of them, and shout out to Kyle Walker-Peters as well. Like, just every single game, this guy's putting in work on the wings. So, I like it. So, the final segment for tonight's show is our top 3 captaincy picks for this game week. You first or me first?
I'm going to just say Vardy should be at the top of the list.
Vardy?
Other ones could be, you can have your opinion or whatever, but I think Vardy should be at the top of everyone's list.
Right.
Other choices might switch around. If I could give you another choice, I'd probably say KDB should be a good option this week in the Burnley game. And to give you one last option, looking at these fixtures, I would say, if you have Calvert-Lewin, toss him in there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so I think we have the same. I think for me, Vardy captain, and then I have Salah, and then I have DCL, Calvert-Lewin as the top 3.
Yeah. I didn't mention Bruno because, as I said, I think that game is going to be like a draw. But
I believe you.
I know a lot of people are going to also captain Bruno because he's coming off good performances. He's making points. So
yeah, he's bringing in points every week. So he's a fringe captain. But those are the captains. Those are our picks for this game.
So before we go, just anything else you're looking out for this game week? Something you have your eye on? Or?
Yeah, I mean on my team right now, just so we go a little bit into what's going on. You know, I want to show my team for a quick second.
And what is your transfer this week? I don't think I heard you say your transfer.
No, I didn't make a transfer yet. But my team so far, this is what I have. I have, you know, Taylor, Kilman, Chilwell. I mean, guys who did well for me last week. And then I have Salah, Bellerin. So I have some guys who I could bring on from the bench to hold it up. But
All right.
I'm thinking of a scenario where if Salah doesn't come back from the COVID, because I read today that, you know, it'll be right before the game week, he'll have to test negative and then he can play. If Zaha doesn't come in, is there a scenario where I could bring in Richarlison somehow? Not Richarlison, but James, sorry. Somehow is a scenario I could bring in James, you know, as you spoke about him. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I have 0.9 in the bank. So is there a scenario where I could bring in, you know, James? You know, let me see if I could fit him in there. I don't think I might have to make a couple moves to bring him in. He's 7.9. Or I could fit him straight in for Zaha.
You could fit him in.
Yeah, so that's the scenario I'm with for my week. You said your move is Jimenez, Vardy, simple.
Jimenez, Vardy, but there's some things I'm going to be looking out for this week before we wrap up. Is the first one is going to be the fact that I have 2 Chelsea players, 2 Spurs players, and they're facing each other. So that's going to be kind of tough. There I have Keane, Son, Werner, Chilwell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a tough one, organizing one to watch where I have so many players in there. What am I going to be hoping for? Maybe like a 3-3, something like that, where,
right,
you know, I can get points from all of these guys. That's going to be one. And the second thing I'll be watching this weekend, which only occurred based upon our conversation tonight, is I guess now that the Leeds game is now going to be a must-watch for me, the Leeds Everton, because we spoke so much about it, and I didn't really think about
bold
it
prediction,
like that
5 or over, 5 and over.
Yeah. Oh, and even based on your bold prediction, so now, you know, all of a sudden now that game is going to be like a must-watch for me. Because usually every weekend I would watch maybe 5, 6 of the 10 games. So
right,
I'll have to make sure the Everton Leeds is one that I watch this weekend. We spoke so much about it, and I'm going to be looking out for, you know, all these guys. I still have no Everton players on my team. I don't have any Leeds players on my team.
Yeah, same. I'm in the same boat as you. So maybe.
But now this game is a must-watch for me, along with the Chelsea Spurs.
Yeah, and
so
I think
those are the two for me.
It the marquee game? No, it's the 9:30 game on Saturday, but I think after that is West Brom and Sheffield. So I think that probably should be the last game we watch for the week.
Yeah. I don't think I will be watching West Brom Sheffield, you know. Well, just want to wish everyone a good luck this weekend.
Yeah, good luck this week.
You know, I hope we covered some good topics.
Yeah, and I hope you fit in one of our players in, and let us know how you think, you know, our picks were and how it came out. Yeah. And look out for us on the Instagram.
FPL guys on Twitter. I'll be updating the suicide picks on Twitter. Yeah, have a good weekend, everyone.
All right, guys. Take care. Peace.